Imagine your story, what will you be today? A princess in a pretty dress, or a knight that saves the day? Come, let's run, play, pretend all day. To imagine your story today.
Welcome back to Imagine Your Story. I'm Miss Rhonda.
I'm Miss Isabella.
And actually, this is our last adventure.
Yeah.
So let's have fun. We'd like to thank Macmillan Publishing for allowing us to read this story today, Ronan the Librarian. It's written by Tara Luby and Becky Caddy, and it's illustrated by Victoria Materna. Ronan was a mighty barbarian, a leader of his people. He invaded, he raided, and back home he traded. Ronan was legendary for finding the best pillage: gold, jewelry, weapons, and tools. Everyone wanted to trade with him until one raid went horribly wrong. "What's this?" he roared. "This is useless." Ronan tried to barter, but no one would make a deal. Barbarians didn't read books. Ronan took the book home. Oof da, what am I going to do with this useless thing? Kindling? Origami? Toilet paper? Yes, that's it. Then a picture caught his eye. Ronan read the first sentence, then a paragraph, then a page. Before he knew it, he had devoured an entire chapter. He read until the moon was high in the sky. The next day, Ronan didn't meet the raiding party. "He must have overslept," said Crom. "Let's go wake him." "Ronan, you dunga, what are you doing?" asked Gunnar. "I'm reading," Ronan said. "This book is epic. Do you want to borrow it?" "Have you gone berserk? Barbarians don't read, we raid," said Helgi. His friends were right. Ronan tucked the book away and went raiding like a good barbarian. But he couldn't stop thinking about the book. When the raid was over, he charged home and he read straight through to the end. Ronan was hooked. He needed a new book, so he invaded and raided and read. He invaded and raided and read. The fierce raider became a fierce reader, and soon his massive collection threatened to devour him. So Ronan came up with a solution to tame the beast. He built a library. He even threw a grand opening celebration, but barbarians don't read books. "Oof da, I must conquer my own village," he declared. He picked up his book, held it high, and began to read aloud. The troll roared as Odin snatched the urn of Unkar and raced to his ship. The crew rowed out to sea when out of the depths rose the terrifying kraken. Odin held on to the urn for dear life as he threw his sword. But the shipbuilders continued sawing, the blacksmiths didn't stop hammering, and the potters kept on spinning their wheels. It was a crushing defeat. At daybreak, Ronan went to his library. Oof da, I've been invaded. And raided. What was in the urn? Did he clobber the kraken? What did Odin do next? It was his greatest victory yet. The library was full of barbarians. Ronan quickly laid down the law. He issued library cards, he recommended books, and he read to the younglings. It turns out barbarians do read books. Ronan was a mighty librarian, a leader of his people. They invaded, they raided, and they read. The end. Well, Miss Isabella, It's the end of our Imagine Your Story challenge.
It sure is. We'd like to thank you guys for your submissions.
Yes. We got some great craft pictures.
We sure did. We're glad you enjoyed them. I really
Yes.
liked looking at them.
Yeah, that was great. What was your favorite craft?
My favorite was the unicorn.
Yeah,
Very cute.
I really loved that week too. It's been a good summer. Oh, we also had a submission of a story.
Ooh.
It was sent in by Lincoln, who is 6 years old, and we'd like to share that with you today. One day, a shark ate my donut. Then he ate me.
Who said that? Oh no!
The end.
Hey everybody! For this week's craft, we are making a sword bookmark. All you're going to need from your craft bag is your hilt, which you're going to cut out, and we gave you a piece of colorful paper where you can make your own sword out of it. You're going to need a piece of black string and some beads and jewels that we give for you guys. All you're going to need from home is tape or glue and a white crayon if you want. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to cut out your sword. I made my own design already, and we're going to take our hilt and just position that right at the top part here. And we're going to take a little bit of tape and tape that right down. So I'm going to put a few extra pieces here just so it doesn't fall off. Like that. And once it's taped down, it'll look like that from the front. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our black string and you are going to fold it in half so that you have the two ends here and then a loop at the top. And you're going to make the loop very tight here and we're going to put it through the hole on the hilt. And after we've done that, we are going to take the two ends of the string and fit them through the loop. And then just like that, we are going to pull this tight, and that way you have your string on the hilt. And after you have that done, we're going to put the beads on there. So next we're going to put on our beads. You are going to take one of the beads in your bag and you're going to hold both ends of the strings together and just make sure you get both of those on there. And you're going to pull it all the way down to the end here, like that. And you're going to do that with each bead until you're done. Now that we have all of our beads on our sword, we're going to take our string and we're going to do a double knot. So we're going to take our two ends and just really simple loop it through, pull tight, and then one more time. And once that's all good and it feels snug, we're going to take the two ends and we're going to grab our scissors and we're going to cut off that extra bit here. And that way, all you have is this. Finally, we are going to take our gems and we're going to decorate our hilt of the sword with them. You can do it any way you want, just do whatever feels right. I am going to take my purple one and you peel off the back and I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to take a green one. Now that you have your sword all ready, you have your gems on there, and your beads are all tied up, we are all done. All you can do now, if you want, is if you have a white crayon, you can put a little shiny mark on here, like a real sword. Look at that. And you are all good to go. This is your sword bookmark.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
And this is your last week. If you want to play bingo, all you have to do is get 5 in a row, up and down, or diagonal, and you get to pick out a prize.
Yeah. Oh, and here they come. Oh,
wanna
oh
show
my
what we got?
goodness. Oh, there's a lot of prizes in there.
Yeah, so don't forget, come on down to Auburndale Public Library.
Last chance for that. And we do have one last free resource for online, and that's cookingwithkids.org. That's where you get to go in the kitchen and cook with mom and dad, but it's things that kids just love to eat and they like to make. And so again, that's cookingwithkids.org. Get mom and dad to help you get online and get in the kitchen. Y'all have a great summer.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.